All right, this is Chris Covington with American Elite Roofing. We're Stephen Bryant's contracted roofer. Been doing some repairs on this house, running into some issues with continuation of damage. Today is 11/20/2025. It is 69 degrees outside. It is now 12:15 p.m. This is a 30-year arch shingle. If you look here, we've got a wind damaged shingle here. You can see obvious linear fractures throughout the shingle. Another one over there. Alan, come in behind me. One thing to just take a note here is the overall condition of these shingles. We've got a lot of degranulation, some more wind here, a lot of discoloration. It tends to be a very dry and brittle type roof. So we're just going to document how repairs have kind of been going through here. Okay.
Sorry, it was a little steep for me to climb behind you.
As far as the repairs go, first thing we're going to do is remove the fasteners from this shingle 2 runs up. We will have to go over a shingle to get this last run. Removing and replacing the fasteners, we will be utilizing the snake tool to try to mitigate any kind of shingle manipulation, keep that to a minimum. As far as fasteners, we're going to be installing 4 to 6 fasteners, 90 degrees to the decking per the manufacturer's guidelines. And we're going to give it a good shot. First step, I'm assuming damaged shingles probably already broke loose. Yeah, it's loose. We're going to remove the fasteners by breaking them. Feels like I might have got some mass transfer. Alan, come down here. I'm gonna lift up just enough to see. We are getting mat transfer, as well as nails being pulled through. I'm gonna continue on, just something to keep in mind. That one on. A little bit of mat transfer here as well. Small puncture coming through there. I don't know if you can hear it on the camera, Alan, but we also got a cascade of granules falling down. Shingles are already starting to pull off the fasteners just from breaking the bonds loose. And even here, the little bit that we had to lift up, just using the snake tool, we're already getting a linear fracture here and up at the top. We're gonna keep going. All right, got a fastener there. Start with the edge. Removed. Actually pulled through the shingle. It said it seems to be tearing the shingle above. It's wanting to tear it off from around the fastener rather than letting the fastener be removed, creating more holes and areas of water. Yeah, show it here, Alan. So it's pulled through the nail hole here and here, and we've also got a good bit of mat transfer underneath it. All right, step back over these. That one's completely pulled through. First one's out. The second one. Again, it's tearing the shingle up at the top, trying to remove this fastener. Look at this guy. Yeah, it's pulling through. Right here. Damaged shingle's been removed while we can before we install this other one, Alan. Let me see it. So just from removing the fasteners using a snake tool, we're getting linear fractures here and here and here, as well as rippage on the shingle above, and we're starting to get a linear fracture on the shingle to the top right. Sliding a brand new architecture shingle in. Fit seems to be adequate. We'll have to trim the edge. Nothing too worrisome there. Now, again, per the manufacturer's guidelines. We're going to install fasteners 90 degrees to the decking, utilizing the snake tool. Use the blade end of my hammer just to lift up enough to get the snake tool under. Strip. Move up the second one. There's a nail under that pitch hopper. Granules are just cascading down. It's also causing mechanical damage from the snake tool on the shingle below. Far corner. All right, Alan, I'm gonna mark a couple spots, keep the camera rolling. So, just in removing the shingles, using a snake tool, we've obviously seen, I mean, I'm gonna mark them, it's pretty obvious. Linear fractures across the shingle above. We've also got linear fracturing showing up on the shingle to the right. Granule loss and cracking on the shingle, the second run above it. And even some linear fracturing there. We would obviously do this as a failed repair. Just to kind of further our point, we have a control area down here. No repairs have been done. I've got a light-haired brush. This is just demonstrating what the next wind or the next rain might do. When I lightly brush this, I'm getting almost no granules coming off. and I compare that to the shingles that have just been manipulated during the repair, we got granules, not that we didn't hear them earlier during the repair, just falling off. We would respectfully ask that this repair estimate be converted into a replacement. It's just not a good candidate for repair.